What's up, Gunpla Modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. How's everyone doing? Today is February the 27th. We're literally, you could say, 5 weeks till MosquitoCon 2014. And right now, I'm admiring my current build of the Zaku Amazing Custom, which I like. Of course, I've noticed a few people don't like the color texture. Maybe it's a little out of whack, but you know what? I like how it came out. Hey, I can't make gold, solid gold kits all the time. Sometimes I'll have to, make a mistake here and there. Or sometimes I choose a type of color pattern that may not, appeal to anybody. Reason why I chose these colors is because I wanted to see how these colors will look on other kits in the near future. I could have made it metallic red, everybody would love that, or hate it, depending on, your point of view. But again, these are... Part of these are not only just to make the kit look good, it's also for experimentation and trying out new techniques. Things that will allow me to, further my kit building. And you need to, break something to figure out a few things. I chose this kit instead of something else that I may decide to try something else. There was actually somebody commented, why didn't I build the beginning Gundam? From the Gundam Builders, you know what I mean. And I have that, and I was gonna get rid of it, but I said no, hold on to it. Eventually you'll get around to that sometime. I have a few kits that I actually want to build. It doesn't have to be on camera, just build it and be done with it. But some techniques I have to learn, I have to relearn, and I have to constantly test myself. An interesting question somebody asked me, why didn't I do pre-shading? Sometimes pre-shading, again, you're talking about several layers of work. This was an easy work to do. For those of you who want to do something easy, there's the quick way, there's the easy way, and then there's of course the advanced way. Quick way would be just to build it. You're done. Easy way would be to build it and paint it. And painting it could be either the hand brush version or the airbrush version. You just need to find that middle ground of where you feel your comfort zone. The advanced version for me would be, of course, to go a little step further. Kind of like what I did with some kits last year that won certain awards. You would want to do that all the time, but sometimes you just need to relax, get it done, and enjoy the build. I mean, I've enjoyed the build with my Yamato kit, which took pretty much the entire month of January. And unfortunately, this guy took a little longer than expected due to other things happening. But that's no longer the case. Now I need to accelerate my build and concentrate. The weather has now kind of calmed down a bit. It's going to get a little colder. We may get another snowstorm again. Hopefully not. Hopefully within the next week or so we'll see the temperature rise just a tad. Just in time for me to do more painting and more designing. Speaking of MosquitoCon, I would like to share something with you guys. I went to my local hobby store. No, not Gundam Planet, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I went to Richfield Hobbies. It's located in Richfield, and those guys do. They always go to the MosquitoCon show and they sell stuff and things like that. But he was the one that showed, told me about the MosquitoCon show, and he gave me the flyer for the show. So here we have the description. It's going to be MosquitoCon 23, model contest, April 5th, 2014. The show theme will be the Great War, to be held at the Wayne PAL Hall, PAL Drive, Wayne, New Jersey. There's the phone number there if you guys want to call. And then you have all the categories: Best of Ship, Great War, Best Armor, Aircraft Civilian, Judge's Best, Tailhook, Trifecta Kits, Make and Take Tables for Kids, and all that cool stuff. Food and lots of parking. Lots of parking unless you want to park maybe a quarter mile down the road, because that place is going to be very packed. So if I were you guys, if you're planning to go, be there before 9 o'clock. Not something that I tend to do, considering I have a large kit. Now, prices is $15 for adults, walk-ins for $10 for kids under 16, kids under, wait a minute, walk-ins $10, kids under 16 $5, children under 12 free. There we go. Yeah, so I wanted to show off all the categories here, and right now I have marked off 3 categories. First category is number 37. Fictional vehicles, all scales, under the science fiction category. That is pretty much the category for the space battleship Yamato 2199. That's going to be there. Number 38 will be beings, robots, and suits. That will be, of course, the master grade kit that everybody is asking me to build, and we'll talk about that in a few moments. And then finally, the dioramas, vignettes and dioramas, all types and scales. You guys know what I'm going to be doing, of course. And that's going to be my Yamato fleet, which we'll talk about that later on. There are other awards here, like first, second, third place on all categories, best out of box in categories 1 through 16, 17, 18, and 24. I guess there's no out of box categories after 25, and 19 through 23, and 11. Okay, fair enough. Be nice if we did an out of box for spaceships, because I was actually thinking of building that what was that snow speeder that I got for like $1 at a flea market. So yes, this is there. If you want it, guys, go to their website. I'll post it on the page right here so you guys can see this. And then, you know, I hope to see many of our Gundam fans over there. And if you're not a Gundam fan, go to the hobby show. You'll definitely enjoy that. Going over there and having a great time. Now, for quite some time, I wanted to do something to people that I would like to acknowledge. This is not something that somebody asked me to do. I'm doing this on my own dime. And even though we have a lot of great modelers out there, Prime 92, Vegeta, to name a few, there are other upcoming modelers out there that are showing their work and their achievements. And as years pass, we're going to be seeing their work go even further. Some of them have been out there for quite some time doing some great work, and I think they shouldn't be acknowledged for their work. So I'm doing a shout out to some of the Gunpla Modelers out there that I have been following and watching their work with deep interest. First up, Meccano Man. This guy's from Australia. He's on Facebook under his first name. I'm not going to put people's first names here. That one is something that he'll probably you'll go through other. I'll link you to other people who you can probably link them to, and then you can name a few. But he is on YouTube. If he tells you what's his Facebook page, he'll definitely do. He does great work. I've been watching his work on certain kits, especially I had to get some feedback on some painting techniques that he did. I found out through him, through another builder who I watch, and his name is Gunpla. And Gunpla went to actually Comic-Con last year. He brought his Zaku 2 custom of he did the same color tone as one of the Constructicons. And there's a funny story with him and Meccano Man. They built the I might as well say this. They built the 1/44 scale G Savior kit. They did a custom build, and they asked me if I can judge it and pick out which one. I never got a chance to do the judging, so I have to apologize on camera right here, right now. Not doing that for you guys. Both of you guys did great work. I just never got around to see it. Another individual that I'm following is Spider 2K2. Now, I met him at MosquitoCon, not this year. Actually, no, sorry, last year. Met him last year, and he was the one that purchased my my spray booth, because I got myself a new one, but I didn't want to throw this spray booth away, so I said, let me see if anybody wanted it, and he wanted it, and I gave it to him for a good price. And he's doing some great work on his kits. Along with him is another individual who's also making some great work, and his name is FlashX007. Good work on his part. I liked what he did. When we went to Jersey Fest, he brought his kits there, and I showed it off. So I kind of like what he did. So that's another Gunpla modeler that you should watch. The next one is Gunpla Fixation. Now, I looked at his channel a lot because he did some great work using LCAD paint, and he was great. He was a great resource, and I want to go back to painting LCAD, but LCAD 2, I mean. So a shout out to him. And lastly, the Gunpla Meister. What caught my eye with this guy was he's actually taking the 1/500 scale Space Battleship Yamato 2199, and he has taken it to the next level with putting on more LED lights than I've ever seen. So go to his channel and look at his work, please. I mean, I've done great work, but he has taken it to the next level. So please go out and see his channel. If you guys feel like subscribing, go ahead. I'm not telling you should. Do it under your own decisions and based on their merits of work. So this is my shout out to you guys. All right. So that's pretty much it. I also want to discuss some acquisitions that I gotten. I did mention the fact that I was using that Mr. Primer Surfacer 1000, which I wasn't pleased with. But I was also running out of thinner. I was running out of primer, and as a matter of fact, I was running out of thinner as well. So I went back to my friends at Gundam Planet, and I picked up this Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Gray. So this is actually far more finer than the 1200 version. I've been getting messages telling me that I should look into the microfiller for AutoCAD. I have to look into that. Gundam Planet did not have it, but I know a place that does, so I'm going to check that out. I also got myself a bottle of course, Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, which you definitely need this for the fast drying paint, paints of lacquer. I have very little left on this guy, so I'm going to use that to its fullest. And I think the last thing I got, which I thought they didn't have, and I picked it up, and I picked it up merely because of the fact that I was using it during, I was actually playing with this on SDGO. And that is this girl. The GN Archer. High grade. Sorry if the camera doesn't see the whole thing because I don't feel like pulling it back. Yeah, I said let me get this. It was kind of cool. I know you can merge this with the Arios, but I kind of like it the way it is. I may try something. I may try a custom build on this for future builds, maybe Comic-Con-ish, something like that. But that's the idea. So that's pretty much it. And finally, I want to announce that my next build will be, of course, the Strike Rouge Atori. Strike Rouge Atori and Darkhound were leading neck and neck. Only a few votes for Double Bullet, which I was kind of actually hoping Double Bullet was going to win because I had an idea with that guy. Still have the idea, but and I'll probably get to it soon. But you guys were hinting these two, and at the very end, Otori won. So my next video build will be, of course, the Master Grade Strike Rouge Otori, and this will be my second entry for MosquitoCon. All right, so I'd like to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care.